Hi, I have my car back. Listen, especially ladies, but or feminine energy people, you you need to let people know how you're feeling in low stakes, medium stakes, high stakes situations, because if you don't, you'll never have the courage and the bravery to say how you feel, and you will not get fucking respected. The service advisor, Paul, that I usually talk to is like the sweetest, kindest man. He's so understanding. He's like, I know you're smart, so I can tell you how this stuff works, whatever. He's great. The guy that texted me and called me yesterday to pick up my car was so the opposite of that. I'm like, do y'all work at the same place? So after I got off the phone with him, it was bothering me all day what he said to me. And so so there's like a text service that I've been like using, and I texted him and I was like, I don't like how you talk to me, and this is how I felt, blah blah blah. He never wrote back. I didn't see him today when I went to pick up my car. I was like in and out. And I also decided what kind of experience I wanted to have. I said, if they have to like pair me up with somebody, I'm gonna like, if I get paired up with him, I don't want to, I'll be like, no, I want to talk to somebody else. And I also was like, I'm gonna get here at 8:50. I want to be out by 9:05. I was out by like 9:10. And that's it, man. But I really needed to say how I felt to him, and let myself be surprised at the response, like whether he responds or not or whatever, and just try not to do the over functioning fucking thing that I've been doing forever, and try not to like predict what I think he's feeling or what he's saying, because I have no fucking clue. So anyway, I have my car back. It feels, the brakes still feel like soft, but also like, I just think different cars have different brake systems, and they say that the brakes are fine, so fine. I really need to clean it. There's just like crap in, like being in a car that had like nothing in it, so my car that has not that much stuff in it, but enough that I'm like, ugh, there's too much in here. And I'm really annoyed about it. I was maybe like 5 minutes away from the dealership when I realized that I left my there's this little, like, the little case, the little holder that I put my phone in when I'm in the car like this. I left it in the fucking car, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go back for it. I'm just gonna get a new one. And I just went to AutoZone and they don't have it, but I think my ex had gotten it for me. I think maybe he got it from Pep Boys, which I just passed. But I need to take care of myself right now. So I was just like looking at, like when I was home before, I was like looking at my food, and I'm like, oh, I think I have enough. But I'm like, you know what, Ashley, if you need to go out and buy something to ensure that you like eat a proper meal today, like just go out and do it. So I'm driving to Whole Foods. I was gonna go in the grocery store. I was gonna go in this other grocery store, but it was so fucking crowded, and I was like, you know what, I can't. So I left. I'm gonna go to Whole Foods to get some food that's just like already prepared, that's not like junky, because I feel myself like that. I think the headache that I have, I think it's a little bit from lack of sleep, but I think it's also me detoxing from doing too much, which is what I do a lot, which is what I do in a lot of situations. And I'm now working on just being and not doing, and like giving, just like receiving, and like actually really trying to do that. And I think I was like addicted to trying and holding on so tight and trying to make things work when I just need to back off. So I feel myself like needing to be like, okay, Ash, like it's okay if you don't cook today, it's okay if I just need to take care of myself. Also, I decided not to do an audition that I didn't even really want to do anyway. That's also a way of taking care of myself, because I would need to go home and try to the script is just not compelling. It doesn't even feel good. And I would just have to sit there and do more work in my audition to make it into something. And I'm like, no. So I called my reader and I was like, bro, I'm not doing this audition today, so don't worry about it. But I'm gonna go to Whole Foods. I might get like 2 things. Like I might get 2 meals because I just feel like because I'm detoxing from my overfunctioning, I feel like I'm going to be like underfunctioning if I just try to do like too much. So I'm gonna go get some food. I think I know what I want. They have this really good, it's like a vegan BLT. I think I might get that. And then something else. I'm not sure what though, but we'll see what sparks my fancy when I go in. I just don't have the strength or energy to cook. Like I can't be arsed, baby. I can't cook. I did send out some of my Christmas cards. I did the ones that, so like my phone had died when I was writing them out, and some of the people who texted me are Android users, so I couldn't look on my computer for their addresses. So those people, like I haven't made out their cards, but I sent the ones that I did have, and I sent maybe like 10 or so. I don't know, I didn't count. So that's good. So I got some of them out, which is great. I made them holiday cards and like Happy New Year, y'all, because that's probably when they're gonna arrive. But yeah, man, I was having like the last 2 days have just been like a little rough, and I just read something in one of my books, and it was just talking about like the feelings that I'm feeling about a situation are feelings to say that I haven't been taking care of my own feelings, right? Which is like super true. And the other thing that I read that was really helpful was it's not about like trusting the other person or other people. It's about learning to trust myself. And a part of that trust is trusting that I can get what I want without having to overfunction to do it. And I'm trying to figure out where that started, like where I felt like, oh, unless I am doing and giving and always the one being the first to jump in and try to solve the problem, it doesn't get fixed. Like I need to figure out where that happened and just be like, no, it's okay. You can actually just be, and you don't have to overfunction. You don't have to do a million different things. So that's what we're working on, Shadi. And I know I'm just pulling back from all of it. And God damn it, I really hope that the benefits of it come through quick, because your girl, I don't know. It's just about like establishing trust and like reaffirming and reinforcing that trust in myself that I can just be, and that's good enough. That's more than good enough. That's actually not even that it's more than good enough. Like that's actually all that's required. All right, let me focus. Oh, you can't see me at all, can you? Hello. Oh, there we go. Looking a mess. Hey, it's 6:30. I am settling down to write. A friend of mine is doing a Pomodoro, and I was like, oh, let me go do it with you. I'm cleaning my kitchen. Finally, like going through stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a lot I can throw away, but I'm finally going to put stuff into the cabinets. I've actually put little sticky notes onto my cabinet. I was going to show you. I'll show you later. To be like, okay, this is going to go here. This is going to go here. I have so much cabinet space that I don't use, because if something is gone, like if I put something in a cabinet, I will not remember that it's there at all. So it's all or nothing with the cabinets. It's like I either have to put everything away so I know to look, or nothing is away. Everything's on the counter. But what I do want is to have my back counter area clear for when I can like chop vegetables or like make dough or whatever. So my intention is to keep that area clear, and then everything else will have a place. So I think that the way that I've laid out the cabinets in my mind, everything will fit. So I'll show you a little bit later. My phone is charging right now. Then I'm gonna go to Whole Foods, because I never do this, but I'll tell you what I don't do in a second. I went to Whole Foods, I bought some grape tomatoes, and I come home and they were moldy. And I actually did throw them out, and I was like, fine, fuck it, it's just a loss. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and be like, hey, here's my receipt. I bought these today. Can I get my money back? Or let me get a new one, whatever. I usually don't do that. I think coupled with the not going back to get my car phone holder thing, I'm like, Ashley, just go back and just get your due. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason that you should throw $4 in the trash, because you can easily just go back and be like, return it. So that's my plan. I will take you on the journey with me. I'm excited to like, this kitchen is needed organizing so bad. I cleaned the counters. I need to clean the stove. I need to clean the fridge. And yeah, I think this is going to be my project for the next like 2 days. So, all right, bye. Okay, y'all probably can't see me because I still haven't replaced my friggin', oh wait, I can put you right here. I still haven't replaced my my thing in my car, but that's okay. Actually, let me back up first before I put my phone in front of my camera. So I just wanted to come on here and brag about how I am the goat of giving gifts. And I'm saying go because it's Capricorn season, baby. So I pride myself on giving gifts. And if there's any confusion regarding like love language, you have a love language that you need from people, and then you have the one that your partner, your, spouse, your child, friend, whatever needs. So it's not about the one that you give, because that doesn't matter if, the other person, if you're speaking Spanish and the other person speaks French, they're not going to understand you better by you speaking more French, right? You need to give them what they need. Anyway, I know that my love language is, it's like a mix of like quality time. Quality time is usually the top one, and like words of affirmation, but sometimes it's also acts of service. I need to do the test again. Anyway, but I also am really good at giving gifts. I'm really good at like surprising people with stuff. So, if my neighbor happens to see this, this will already be, she'll already have gotten it before this goes out. But my neighbor, who's been like really amazing to me this whole pandemic, like she will like bring me flowers and like little gifts, or like first it started with her offering to get me stuff from Trader Joe's where she works, or I think maybe used to work. I'm not sure if she's still there. But she would always like throw in something extra, like flowers, or like one time I asked her just to get me some eucalyptus because I wanted to put it in my shower to like make the shower water smell good, whatever, make the whole bathroom smell good. And she bought me like a face mask and like body butter. Like she just threw in all these little things, and it was so lovely. So it's her birthday today, and I got her this. So she also does Muay Thai, and so I saw this wine that it's like called Fit Vine, and I was like, oh, that's really cute. So I got her that, and then I got her this like birthday cake, like edible cookie dough. And I thought that was really cute. I was trying to find like another zodiac thing, but I couldn't find anything where I was. But yeah, I'm gonna just drop that off for her at her door, and yeah, I hope that she enjoys it. So yeah, I have given in my time some really great gifts to people, and it's really nice when like people appreciate it. Like, of course, I don't give it to get the thank you, but it is like really, like it's really nice when people like appreciate it, or it's something that like speaks to them and like relates to them, so yeah, I used to, it's so funny because like one of the questions that I'll ask people is like, like what's the best gift you've ever gotten? And like, I can like never really think of one, but I do have a really good one. My friend Kamal, whose birthday is Friday, he got me an amp. So it's basically an amp, but I can plug my headphones into it, so I can like hear my bass with like amplified, like late at night, right? So like I plug the like mini amp, it's like a traveling amp, into the receiver, and then I plug my headphones in, and then I can hear it, which is great. So like I'm not making a lot of noise, and I just thought it was like so thoughtful, so sweet. He plays the guitar as well. And if when I travel with my bass, I can bring that, and I don't have to bring my humongous amp. So I thought that was really kind and thoughtful. That's a great gift. I had a friend who like this time last year like helped me with freaking rent money, so like that was an amazing gift. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm hoping to like like accumulate more people around me who are like really thoughtful in their gift giving, because it's like I don't know, it's just nice to be like thought of in that way. Sir, what are you doing? So yeah, so I just wanted to share that. I went to Whole Foods, I returned the tomatoes, and I bought some stuff to make. I'm gonna make nachos tonight. I have some barbecue jackfruit, and then I also have some tofu, so I'm gonna mix that in together for the meat, quote unquote. And then I also have some like hot sauce, some buffalo sauce, so I'm gonna use that. Bought some vegan cheese. I rebought those grape tomatoes, so I'm gonna cut those up. Bought some nacho chips, and I bought a smaller bag so I don't just like if I eat like the whole thing or half of it, I don't feel as bad if I ate like a huge bigger bag of nachos. So yeah, so I went to Whole Foods, got that stuff, and I bought an avocado as well. And then I went to TJ Maxx. I really love just like wandering around TJ Maxx. It's where I get like, honestly, like I'll get gifts for people from TJ Maxx. Like my dad really loves like bar soap. So one year, I think it was Father's Day, I bought him, he wears those little flat backpacks because he golfs, and you know, if he's just like walking around, he bikes and he walks and stuff, so he wears those backpacks. And he had like, I've given him like so many over the years, and he had one that was like falling apart, and I was like, okay, so I got him a new one, and I filled it with like all this different bar soap that I got from TJ Maxx. And I think I got him some tea too, because he really likes tea. So yeah, so I got him everything from there. And what else? Yeah, so I just walked around. That's also where I get slippers. Guys, this is a really nice gift, okay? If you have somebody who is like staying at your house for like a week or so, buy them a pair of slippers from like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, because you don't really need to know their shoe size. Like they come in small, medium, and large. So if you have like a relative idea, I mean, it may be the difference between getting them like a medium and a large, but like if they're, first of all, if they're open toe, if it's a medium, you're kind of okay. But also they're slippers, so like even if they're a large, you know, they're probably not going to be falling all over their feet too much. But like having that is just a little like, hey, like welcome to my home gift is really, really nice. Especially if you're particular about whether people like wear socks or wear shoes in your house or not, just buy them slippers, right? It's really cute. It's like not an expensive thing. Like you'll never pay more than like $15, if that, for a pair of slippers. And I think it's really thoughtful. Or you can get them those like little grippy socks or whatever. So yeah. So I was looking for slippers. I didn't find any that spoke to me because I told you I was getting new slippers. And I was looking for this certain nail polish, but they were only selling them in these like those kind of obnoxious gift sets of like 12. And I didn't see the color I wanted anyway. And what else? Oh, I was looking for another face moisturizer because like I have a few, but they're all so thin. I want something like really rich. But what is making me hesitate about buying any of them is that they all have freaking water as the first ingredient. And I'm like, well, I don't like, especially if I can't open this, I don't trust that it's going to be rich enough if water is the first and main ingredient in this. So I didn't get any of those, but tomorrow's another day. I did some co-work. Oh, I think I talked to you when I was co-working, but if I didn't, I'm just going to tell you again. You can just skip forward for the next 45 seconds. I wrote a bio with my friend Giselle. She was doing some co-working. I only have 4 left to do in the queue. So yeah, so I may just like knock those out tomorrow, even though I'm technically like out of office, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. My dad stopped by. He dropped off some plantains for me because he's like, yeah, he's like, you told me you couldn't find any. And I was like, Dad, I was like, it was just because I was at Whole Foods, but it was really sweet. So he was driving down from where he works and he was passing my house, so he brought them for me, which was very, very sweet. Yeah. So and like I know every time he comes, he's like, can I have some water? And he didn't come inside, but he always just like downs a whole big mason jar of water. So I came out to his car because he wasn't going to come inside, and I brought him a jar of water, and he just like drank it in 2 seconds. So yeah, and then I gave him his mail, and and then that cereal that I was telling you about that I can't stand, I was like, hey, do you guys want to like try this, and you know, maybe you'll like it. So that was that. And I also just had a huge realization about this thing that I keep kind of like not talking about, but I had like the realization about it to maybe end all of the realizations. So I think I'm in a place of feeling better now, but long story short, not even getting into what it is, and also being careful about not like being preachy yet until this actually sticks. Thank you. I don't know. I just realized that the way that somebody that I was really close to is acting towards me is actually terrifying. Like, their behavior is really scary to me. And I realized that a lot of my like sadness around it is like I never want to, the way that I'm feeling, I never want to feel this way again. And I never want anybody else to feel this way. And in order to like protect myself from that, I just have no trust left for this person, because like, bro, you did this without a thought. Like, you could do this again, you know? So that was the thought that I had about it. But it really started from like thinking about my own feelings, because I'm not in a position, and I never will be in a position to assume what anybody else is thinking or feeling, because I'm not in their body, right? I'm not them. I have no idea. And also, nobody's communicating with me and telling me what's going on. So all I can assume is like, they don't want anything to do with me, which is contradictory to some of the other things that are happening, but okay. But also I'm just like, oh, like, it's one of those things where you kind of see what somebody's capable of, and you're like, oh, okay, like, I'm glad that I see this now, and like, I never ever want to feel this way again, and I never want you to do this to me again. So I'm kind of like, okay, like, I'm good. So yeah, so making my own, like, caring about my own feelings, defining what my feelings are, going from there, really exploring it, and then just like setting my own boundaries for the future, for future me, and whatever interactions I have later. And also like knowing what questions to ask certain potential partners in the future, because it's like, hey, like, I've experienced this, and like, I didn't like that, and you know, I want to, you know, I just want to know if the potential for that thing is there. But I want to, a big ask, but it's like, hey, like if we get into a conflict, like, this is what I would like to happen, this is what I don't like, basically. Let me just say that, because you can't, I mean, I can't be like, hey, like, never do this, or I can't, you know what people are not, or aren't gonna do. So yeah, so that was really helpful to realize, and I think it took the amount of days and time and processing that it took, because there's just a lot of layers, right? There's just a lot of layers of unpacking that just like keep coming up as time goes on, since this thing kind of happened. So yeah, that's that. I have paper towels in my car, which I'm really happy about, because I'm out of them in my house. And I'm gonna go inside and make my nachos, and my kitchen that I'm still cleaning, which I might show you tonight. I'm not sure if I feel like it. No, I might. Do I have everything else? Yeah. All right, y'all. If I don't see you again tonight, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 23rd, and then Friday's the 24th. But I don't think I'm gonna stop vlogging, because I really like it, and I'm very proud of my consistency with it. Like I almost can't believe that I've done 21 days so far. Like, I'm like every single day. That's really awesome. So I think I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, maybe I'll go, I think, are you supposed to go live one of the days? I don't know, maybe I'll go live one of the days or something. We'll see. All right, bye. Mispronouncing things because I think it's funny.
We can't find you. Where you at? Oh, hello. Just not yours, just mine. Can you please turn the heat off? Oh, thank you. That's so much beautier.
Hey, husband.
You're gonna change our baby. Make sure to wipe your son's hiney.
Okay, I'm here editing the vlog and I said I would show you my kitchen. Mess. But so this is where I want to do my, what the hell? Flowers and spices. So I wrote it that way because it's like, this would be flowers, this would be spices, right? I don't know about this top shelf. This shit, first of all, this shit is also too high. Like, I need a stool because I'm short. And then this would be canned food and jarred food. There are two sections here. So canned food goes up there, and I don't use canned food a whole lot, so that could be there. Jarred food, like my sunflower seeds and chia seeds and shit. This would be cooking oils on the bottom. I don't know what would go on the top. Over here would be coffee and tea, which I think is gonna fill up all of this because it's already filled up already. And then down here would be like coffee and tea equipment, like my kettle, like my hot water, my friggin', where the fuck is it? This, and like this. And I think I have like a French press, which I don't like French presses because I don't like the mechanics of it. It weirds me out. Don't ask. And then like pots and pans I would put down here. And then I probably put like my blender and stuff down here. So that's my kitchen organization that I'm going to do. Not tonight because look at the time. But yeah, but I'm going to work on tomorrow. Bye.